Hello, good evening, Mr. Devraju.
Sir, good evening.
How do you read me? Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible
Yeah,
clearly.
thank you very much. Good evening, Naina. How are you today? Hello, Naina, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
How are you today?
I am fine. Thank you, sir. How are you, sir?
I'm well, thank you. Just wait for a few minutes for some others to join and we'll start. Hello, Chaitri, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you, sir. How are you, sir?
I'm well, thank you. Very poor attendance so far. Only three of you. Okay, how many of you have gone through the video or rather that article I sent you?
Sir, I went to the article, but it is asking premium version of Hindu.
Sorry, it is?
Asking premium version.
Okay. So you are not able to open it?
Yes, sir,
There
we
were
tried.
only 4 to 5 lines, that's it, sir, in the article.
Okay, and Chetrashi?
Yes, sir, it was not opening. It did not open, sir.
Naina?
Sir, same issue, sir.
Sorry?
Same issue, sir. It's not getting open.
Okay. But then you people should send a message back now saying it's not open. Then I would have opened it, did a copy paste, would have done a copy paste and send it to you, no? Hello, Mangla. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you, sir?
I'm well, thank you. And how are you?
I am also good, sir. Thank you.
Were you able to open the article I sent you?
Actually, I opened once, sir. I need to open 2 to 3 times, but I couldn't open that. I don't know what happened, but once I opened and I listened that. But we cannot understand one time, no? It's a nice article, sir. Really, it's superb, and we need nowadays what's going on.
Okay. So now since most of you were not able to open it and listen to it or read it, let me tell you the crux of the whole article. What do you understand when I say crux? The word is CRUX. What does it mean?
It's like a summary.
Important point.
Yes, the focus of the article, the core of the article is called crux. Hello, Shilpa. Good evening.
Yes. Good evening, sir.
How are you today?
Yeah, I'm fine, sir. What about you, sir? How are you,
I'm
sir?
well, thank you. Were you able to open the article?
Which one, sir? Sorry.
The one I sent you. Sent all of you, rather.
No, sir. Sorry.
Okay, anyway, it is an important article and it is very much, it concerns all of you as teachers very much. It is about the medium of instruction in schools. The medium of instruction, now what do you understand by medium of instruction? Naina, can you tell me?
Sorry, sir. Can you please repeat?
What do you understand when I say the medium of instruction in a school?
Sir, what we have to send a message to the children, what we have to pass that message in the English. Or if we
No, that is not exactly correct. Anybody else wants to try? What is the meaning of medium of instruction?
Like in what language you should teach?
English medium, sir.
Yes, that is correct. Devraju said it exactly. The language in which you teach is called the medium of instruction. It is different from a single language. Now, excuse me. In your school, English is the medium of instruction. That means all subjects are taught in English. Of course, you will have optional subjects or compulsory subjects like Kannada and Hindi. So, those are just languages. When you say medium of instruction, that means the language in which your school or in general, where teaching is imparted to the children. Is that understood? You have to be very clear of the difference between the two subjects, the two issues. Okay?
Yes, sir.
okay, sir.
Okay. Hello, Ramya. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you, sir. How are you, sir?
I'm well, thank you. Okay. Now, I think because it is part of the Hindu newspaper, most of you were not able to open open that article. Now, what it says, the crux of what it says is that the question today is in the new education policy whether children should be taught at least up to the 5th standard in their mother tongue or in the language of the state, or as you teachers are teaching in your school in English. Now, I want all of you, it does not matter that you have not read the article, because this is a very, very important and very critical subject, and even if this article has been published in the Hindu, I'm sure all other papers too publish this article, or there is some information available in the print media on this subject. Have all of you read something about this subject? Have you debated it? Have you thought about it?
Sir, before we have discussed about this, sir, in the online class only.
Okay.
Same topic.
Same topic. Okay. Now we are that time we just discussed that as a medium of instructions. Okay. Now I want all of you to give your own ideas. Now what Devraju says, Naina may not agree. So she can say what she feels. And same thing with all of you. Now you have to discuss it in with the focus on three important points. One is, should English be just a language, like an optional language, or should it be the medium of instruction? So the obvious question is, should Kannada just be a language or a medium of instructions? Or if you leave these two aside, should the state language, if it is Andhra, it will be Telugu. If it is Tamil Nadu, it will be Tamil. If it is Maharashtra, it will be Marathi. So one is, what should be the medium of instruction starting from LKG up to 5th standard? Should it be the mother tongue? Should it be the state language? Or should it be English? And so all of you will have to give thought to that and tell me in your own words what you feel, or anything else you feel on this subject. This is an opportunity for you people to talk, express yourselves, and it is like a debate. Try to convince the others about your viewpoint. Okay? Okay. Now we will start with Chetrashri.
Yes, sir. According to me, both are important, sir. But as English is a global language, and for everything English is needed. Hello?
Yes, continue. Yes, go ahead.
Is needed. English is also important, sir. But till some class, if we teach in Kannada, they will understand better than English. Because in mother tongue, if we explain the concept, it will go to their hearts, or it will the concept will understand very well.
Okay,
But,
they will understand the concepts very well.
But in today's life, English is very much important, and everywhere and anywhere we need English, sir. So we have to go with the society only.
So what is your opinion? Do you think from which is the lowest class in your school where you admit children first?
Pre-KG.
KG. Huh?
First pre-KG, sir. LKG, UKG.
UKG, is it?
LKG is also there.
LKG is okay. Now LKG, when you start teaching alphabets and numbers, so do you feel from LKG up to 5th standard, the teaching should be in Kannada, or rather, to put it in the correct way, the medium of instruction should be Kannada, or should it be English?
It should be in English only, sir. But in between we have to use Kannada.
What does that mean? What do you mean by that?
Partially, little we have to use our mother tongue also, sir.
Okay. Why do you say that?
Because they can't understand. Here in our school, it is in the middle of village, no, sir.
Yes.
They not have English background. So if suddenly if we tell in Kannada English, they won't understand. So in middle, if we add Kannada, or if we tell that meaning in Kannada, they will understand better.
Okay, if that is the case, why did you teach them in Kannada right up to 5th standard, and then from 5th standard introduce English as a language?
Then that is also not possible, sir. Tough, because they can't. English ಅದು ಸೆಟ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. They can't get suddenly there also.
ಯಾಕೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ?
ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ from childhood we have not taught, no, so hence it will also become tough. So we should teach in English only, but in middle we have to use Kannada.
Okay, fine. Let us say you have started in English up to 5th standard. Okay, everybody speaks Kannada at home, so Kannada as a language is easy for them to understand. Let us say third language, Hindi. Suppose you start teaching them Hindi in the 5th standard. So what do you think will be will they find it easy to learn Hindi?
No, sir.
Huh?
No, sir. From 5th, if they start, that only they will learn only I, E, that's all, sir.
Oh, they will. Because why?
because it is not a mother tongue also, and it is not from LKG also it is not taught. Suddenly, when it comes to fifth standard, it will be tough.
Okay. Now, there is a general term which is used for all Indian languages. What is that term? Can anyone tell me? It's a very important term and it conveys the meaning perfectly. All Indian languages. Have you heard the word phonetic?
No, sir.
None of you have heard of the term phonetic?
No, sir.
Yes, Mangla, you have not heard of the word phonetic? Hello? Okay. Phonetic means you write as you pronounce. Correct?
Yes, sir.
In English, if you write walk, you spell it as W-A-L-K. In phonetic, you will pronounce this Walak, but it is not Walak, correct?
Yes, sir.
If you write in Kannada, if you write the same word in Kannada Akshara, you'll write it as, you won't write it as Walak, no? You will write it as a walk. So when you write and you pronounce the same way, that is called phonetic. Okay?
Yes, sir.
English and European languages are not phonetic. That is why we Indians who are not used to speaking it, yes. Now, how many of you have stayed in Bangalore?
Means 1 or 2 days, sir.
No, not 1 or 2 days. Say for a year or 6 months or something. No, none of you have stayed?
No, sir.
Okay.
No.
Generally speaking, Bangalore, Chennai, Bombay, Delhi, Calcutta, all these cities, many children speak English along with their mother tongue simultaneously. Okay, so for them, English is easy. Whereas, say, now you are in a rural area, your school is in a rural area, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I would say 99.9% everybody speaks Kannada at home, or maybe Telugu, I don't know.
Kannada, sir.
Kannada, sir.
Yes. So when you start speaking and when you learn the Kannada Akshara, how you spell is how you write, correct?
Yes, sir.
If you read a word written in Kannada script, when you read it, the word comes out the same way as you read it, correct? Whereas, as I just told you, English is not like that. How do you spell could? C-O-U-L-D. But if you pronounce it, it should be could, no? It is not. So that is the difference between a phonetic language and a non-phonetic language. Okay. Now,
Sir, for KG sections in the Bangalore, it is being used as it is a basic standard of learning. We use phonic sounds.
yes, that is what I meant. Phonetic and phonics.
Yes, sir.
All of you know phonics, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So you can try and teach English using the phonics method, but it is not exactly the same, correct?
Yes, sir.
Am I right or am I wrong?
Yes, sir. Correct.
Right, sir.
Okay. Now, Chetrashi, do you have anything more to add? Okay. Let
No.
us say a person has studied in English right up to PUC or SSLC. His language ability in English is, say, 50 out of 10, 5 or 6, or maybe even 6.5. Do you think when he's 16, 17, he will be able to express concepts, abstract ideas, emotions, as well as if he had studied in Kannada?
No, sir. Instantly, he will not get the words to express.
Okay, let us be very blunt. Do you think you can express yourself better in Kannada or in English?
Kannada, sir.
Okay, very good. That's very honest of you. Okay, so your your idea or your thought on this issue is that although we learn English from the start, it has to be assisted by using Kannada words. Am I right?
Yes, sir. In middle, if any tough word is there or anything if they did not understand means a little we have to use Kannada also.
Okay, but the basic first.
Main thing is English.
Yeah.
This is for the side.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Chetarshi. Now we will go to Devaraju. What are your thoughts on this, Devaraju?
Yes, sir. According to me, mother tongue is the language that person has grown up speaking from his or her early childhood.
Yes.
It is a person native language, so that
Yes.
it is therefore is a medium of instruction. I mean, medium of communication that a person is most familiar with. It is most familiar for them. So if
Okay.
we teach in if we teach in a way that which language is familiar with him, we can we can able to understand them in a much easier way. So I think I go for with what our government has bring our national education policy 2020 is right up to fifth. If we instruct in a medium of mother tongue, medium of instruction in mother tongue, it will be good for the students.
Okay. Very good. But yes, that most people feel that way. But what is the reality? The reality is today, even in a rural area like yours, you people are not quite far away from the city, correct? People prefer to send their children to an English medium school. How do you explain this?
By explaining initially they are unable to understand what we are going to say, but after some days they can understand, sir. It's impossible to understand them.
You didn't understand what I said. You said it is ideal, the best thing is to follow what the national education policy says by saying that we must teach children up to the 5th standard in the mother tongue.
Yes,
correct?
Sir. Yes, sir.
If everybody felt that way, they should send their children in Karnataka. We should all send our children to a Kannada medium school. Correct?
Yes, sir. That's why government also opened English medium schools at the primary level also now.
Then there's a dichotomy, no? There is a contradiction. On the one hand, you are saying that we must at least till the 5th standard study in Kannada, but then you're saying yes, the government is also
I'm saying in the way the medium of instruction up to 5th standard should be in mother tongue, and after that because they are familiar with the mother tongue, they can easily understand and easily can think and if we teach English in a primary language in early childhood, it will be burden for them.
Yes, okay, I agree with you. But then how do you explain that people still prefer to send their children to an English medium school? What is the reason?
Because they think that our child should grow initially in a very good way. They think like that, I think.
No. The child can grow in a very good way even by learning Kannada, no?
In a language proficiency.
So you feel learning English right from the beginning gives you an advantage?
Like what rural people think I'm saying, sir.
Okay. No, that's what.
It's not my opinion.
Okay. You are reflecting a general opinion.
General opinion.
That what? They prefer English.
Like they will
What?
be happy if their children talking in English.
Okay. What is the reason for that?
It's like a respect for them, a respectful thing for them. That my child is learning English in a very early childhood thing, childhood care,
So you say it is a matter of pride for them.
pride for them. Yeah, I mean general opinion.
So in Kannada, I'll say hemme, correct?
Yeah, sir.
Okay.
ನನ್ನ ಮಗುನು ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಕಲಿತಿದೆ, ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಥರ.
ಅದರ ಅದೇ ಮಗು ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಕನ್ನಡ ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಕಲಿಬೋದಲ್ವಾ?
ಕಲಿಬೋದು ಸರ್. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಮೈ ಒಪಿನಿಯನ್.
Okay, fine.
ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಕಲಿಬೋದು.
Yes. So I'll make an observation. I'm much older than all of you. My father and all my uncles were excellent in English. They spoke English very well. But all of them studied up to high school in Kannada medium. So, and all of them had good jobs. Many were in government service, some were doctors, some were engineers. So, in speaking in general, English is a language which can be learnt at a slightly later stage in life. It should not hinder you. Okay. Thank you, Devraju. Now we will go to Mangla. Mangla, what are your thoughts on this issue?
Sir, actually, I go through English as a medium of instruction, sir. Why? Because poorest of the poor mother, she want English as a medium, and what Devraju said. Now my son is studying in English medium. It's proud to say here, and not only for that, it may be essential for competing or admissions of professional courses or going for abroad, and also richness of what they available in language to interested in research or wider reading. It helpful for the future.
So you feel the medium of
Yes, medium of instruction is
should be Kannada.
good. Yeah, no, English. Sir.
I mean English, sorry. Should be English.
And it's education system today. It's not for empowering the country. It's for leading a purposeful life for an individual. So that I'm go through instruction, medium of instruction as in English, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Mangla. Next
Yes, sir.
is
Thank you.
Naina. What is your opinion?
Sir, even I'll go with medium of instruction should be in English, sir.
For what reason?
If we use partially means even our mother tongue, then the children can understand what we are going to message them. Not even completely English. We have to use some words or which they didn't understand. We have to tell in their own language, or in which language they'll get understand. We have to explain that.
Okay. So you feel that the medium of instruction should be English.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Now, Ramya, what's your opinion?
Sir, sorry for interrupting.
Yes.
Can I take leave, sir?
Yes.
Because today I'm in fasting. I have to go for temple.
Yeah, please go. Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Welcome. Okay. Ramya, what are your
Yes,
thoughts
sir.
on this
I
issue?
go with medium of instruction in English because the child have to learn from the beginning. From the childhood itself, children have to start reading and writing. If they don't understand, we can make them understand by showing the picture and saying in English. It is not necessity saying in Kannada. We can also reach their level and teach them to make them understand. So I go with the medium of English because the child has to learn alphabets in from the KG, from kindergarten itself. The child have to learn ABCD. If we teach in the fifth standard or seventh standard, it's been too late. Of course, they'll learn, but it's not the time to learn. So I go with the medium of English, sir.
Oh, okay, thank you, Ramya. Now, Shilpa, what is your opinion?
Yeah, sir. Actually, I also thought. So I also thought like that instruction of should be in English only, sir, because of from the childhood, that is the correct age to learn the things, sir. So gradually they can catch the words. Gradually they can improve the skills. So we should go with the English only, sir, because of nowadays it is most of important to learn English, to learn the things through the English. It is very necessity. So that's why I go with the English only, sir, nowadays. And when we say to the children, or when we say to the children, or when we give the instructions to the children, from the beginning they can't understand, of course we know, but gradually they can catch the words. Because when we call them come in, on the time they can't understand, still they stand simply. So on the time we can give the through the verbal communication. So non-verbal communication means body language. We can sign them under actions mulka. So through the actions we can guide them. So we can.
Okay. Thank
So
you,
that's
Shilpa.
why. Yeah, sir.
Okay, now I want to put a question to all of you. Everyone feels, except Devraju, that English should be the medium of instruction. Okay, very good. Why do you think the highest level of educational authority, the education department, professors, doctors, scholars, feel?
Hello. Wait, stopped. Devo?
Don't know, ma'am. Aman's not able to hear his voice.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
So can I quit? We have a lot of work. Maybe some problem or some issues.
ma'am.
Okay, bye.
Bye, ma'am. Bye.